got Brett pretty good. McQuaid.
Barrett fires it. Back to the rim for him. Taking the first 2 shots for the Blue Devils.
It'll be interesting how Henry does on one end, O'Connell on the other. O'Connell, very good shooter, struggled a little with that nice little slip and back.
Delorier.
Wow, was that impressive? Nice slip. No strong. There you go. How about McQuaid is up at the right time, right spot.
Jones, beautiful move. Little finger tapping it, and all of a sudden, up and over him comes Zion.
Wow, that was impressive. Serious hops.
His 12th rebound. Now trying the 3 from the corner. Wow, doing it all.
The Duke's end, but that time, ball screen and right away dive to that tin.
You said it best. 2 of the best coaches college basketball game ever seen, and they're doing a fantastic job with their team tonight.
Same play at this end.
Delorier just lays it in.
Terrific release. After the timeout, generally, they dump it inside either with the dribble or the shape up.
Here's Barrett. Thought about it, but Henry.
There he is.
Here's Williamson. Over Tillman, who has the 3 fouls. And
on the money early. 38% three-point shooter, and they can guard. It's tough to drive. Got to use some power game.
Well, they help so well on defense. They make you shoot the ball from the perimeter. Duke has to be able to knock down shots. And, of course, get the ball inside to Zion.
That's
2-point shot for the 6'10 junior from Orlando.
They've been raking if the ball goes inside, trying to dig in. A nice cut by O'Connell. How about the acknowledgement?
Yeah,
methodical, execute, space the floor, drive and kick.
Oh, Hill hangs on the rim to save himself, but doesn't get the basket.
That's what happens when you can shoot from deep.
Zion now will try the 3. And he delivers.
Outlaw looking around.
You have to understand that man will keep coming. We saw that last week for sure.
Put the fear of God in you.
Jones. And he'd only been 1 out of 10 from 3 of the
high school, and his father, Kerry, Sr., plays golf with me all the time and takes all my money. So.
Yeah, he's a low single-digit handicap.
Yeah, some people say that's very easy. How about this guy? Along came Jones.
The second round.
3 in a row in the NCAA. Kelly Bill a few years ago did that. Maybe at 4.
Ball was tipped. Barrett able to pick it up.
Barrett unable to get going.
Yeah, he's got to assert himself. They're really struggling on the offensive flow.
They are helping him, helping off their teammates, not letting Barrett get in the paint.
Nice pass.
Delorier was left alone.
It's very tough.
Buzz took over as the head coach. He's been there for all 100 wins in the Williams era.
Wilkins really made that play.
And ties it at 30.
In one move.
Once again, I'd like to see Williamson get a touch there on that block.
That is the same sort of a set they ran there, Lou.
Overload the corner.
Yeah, double box, 4 on one side, an open shot here.
Open for Jones.
That's just great execution the last couple of trips.
3, driving and scoring 2 more.
They play hard. There's the load up. This makes them do some things. That's what they got to do more of. I mean, he could just get home, play the smaller guy in the lane.
Bolden got around Blackshear.
Blackshear with those.
Jones is a gamer.
Duke shooting 63% from the floor in the second half. Primarily because of this guy, Barrett.
Ooh, that was a tough catch.
He's tied his career assist mark with the 10 assists.
Now, this was a move I just love, Mike. Forcing them to double if that's what you want. It's out of the lane, too.
I think nothing prepares you for the size of this man, Taco Fall.
Bolden's on the floor now for 2. Jones with a jumper.
That's his game. I love his. Smith got drop step. Look at his kid. Great footwork.
But Delorier able to rebound it. Numbers. Reddish. And the senior has seen this program come so far. As Johnny Dawkins took over a program, had 3 straight losing seasons. First year put him in the NIT semifinals. Here they are with their first ever NCAA tournament win as of Friday night. Into paint. And it drops for Zion. He's made a lot of free throws with that goal. And he just hit 3 here. He's got 18 now. They're 34.
Got to go inside now with this lineup, I think. Some sort of attack or post up. Wow, look at this.
The top leaper. They both for it.
The simplicity of their offense, Brand. That's what I think. It's so easy to play. Of course, the talent's extraordinary with Duke. Nice.
They say.
How can they prove that?
I know, it's just, well, you pay attention to the notes.
How about this? Go prove me wrong.
This is what they got to do. Just, they want to get this game over with. Just go to the big fella.
Different story in the second half of this one.
A little front by Duke.
Duke shoots 73% in the second half. No look pass. Ed Delorier pays.
By Phil Kofer, the redshirt senior from Fayetteville, Georgia. Brings the Seminoles back within 1. This Florida State team on any given night as Williamson gets free.
Kobe White. Are you kidding? Zion Williamson just went down. Took him a second to get up. Looks like he's okay. Garrison Brooks still guarding Williamson.
He's okay.
Enjoy it. You got to get what a pass.
And the extra pass taken away. Jones trying to run it down, and he lays it in just beyond the off it at all. But remember, Marquise Bolden is out with a knee injury, won't play at all this week. Delorier in foul trouble as Williamson gets a lay-in.
Really giving some positive minutes.
The guys deep in the rotation, although again, Goldwire is becoming a bigger and bigger part of things over the last several weeks.
And the same play better defended by North Carolina.
What a bounce.
Johnson goes through the little elevator screen on the lane, but couldn't get the shot to go down.
Boy, did Reddish need a bucket.
Has been it.
And Duke not much better. 4 for 15. May with a loose ball, blocked by Williamson, and he's got it.
Well, how about that second jump? I think they got to go inside to Williamson. He's being guarded by Nasir Little.
Barrett comes out to get it. Shot clock at 10.
He's wide open. Get it to him.
Spins back to his strong side and makes it look easy.
And May's got to have still 13, 14 rebounds in this one.
Williamson a touch. Scores over Brooks, and he's fouled.
Yes, yeah, they have to take 68 teams. Yeah, they're taking them. And I would not, look, I know the numbers say that it is, but Old Dominion's not a bad loss. Like, Jeff Jones has a really good team. And I think that knee's okay.
And always an interesting question. Let's say Duke goes on, plays great here. How does the committee evaluate them? Do they just look at what they've done with Zion Williamson as he's over the top again?
First place is on the line for Carolina. The Tar Heels are 8-0 against the Blue Devils. That is stunning.
Yeah. And it is at stake tonight because a win for the Heels as Delorier finishes on the feed from Jones. Too strong. On a fresh 30 as it bounces out to Barrett.
Well, Luke May called to come out of the game 3 plays ago.
Trying to chase Delorier, who lays it in, and May. No Langford, no Ward. May gets it off over O'Connell, off the back of the iron, and down to the rebound is Barrett.
Hey, R.J. Barrett has been an excellent defensive rebounder all year long for this Duke team.
Reddish with a pull-up, and Duke.
Delorier's got like 3 blocks, maybe 4.
Barrett. Jones in the corner, a much-needed bucket for Duke.
Half dozen already. 0 for 6 from 3 over his last 4 games. That'll be a big confidence boost for him, but he's got to be aggressive. Continue to be aggressive when he catches the ball on the offensive end. I like the way he started so far.
And knocking it down from the corner. Toward the 3-minute mark. When these two teams played in Winston-Salem earlier this year, there was a little bit of a, maybe to this level, and they had Zion, who's only an 8-point lead at halftime. Duke turned it into a runaway in the second half. So at least there's some similarities in the script, but the biggest difference being that there's no Williamson to rely on. He was 13 of 16 in that game, and Trey Jones off a good feed from Barrett, got it up quickly.
He's got to get going here in the second half for Wake Forest to pull off this upset.
Up against the shot clock, Fonz. Nothing but an air ball. Barrett pushing it by Horde. Reddish spotting up. Takes his time. Lets it down. Torrey Johnson, his first bucket, and Wake Forest has a lead under 5 minutes to play.
Well, those opportunities have been there. Whenever Duke has turned it over or missed a shot, Wake Forest has been really good when they push the basketball up the floor. I'd like to see a lot more of that in the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds of this game.
Barrett, Delorier.
Little floater in the lane, won't go for Johnson. And right now the Blue Devils in control. Barrett looking for more. Lobbing to Bolden, and it's all due. This year's been a challenge for him. He's down to 7 scholarship players. And right now 3 games under 500.
Yep, the lean pantry. Hernandez was expected to be a huge part of what they were going to do.
Anthony Lawrence, meantime, has to sit, picks up his 3rd personal. So Anthony Mack, the freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada, checks into the game. What a pass inside to Bolden.
The answers are few against a team the caliber of Duke.
Larinaga, the 69-year-old Bronx-born coach, has had such an incredible career in the second half.
Well, you know, sometimes there's a tendency when you've got a big lead and you've gotten it rather easily to relax a little bit. Good cut that time by Delorier.
Barrett Blackshear, because of how hard and aggressively Duke converges on the basketball, those opportunities on the offensive glass will be there. Well done by Karen Blackshear.
Virginia Tech recovering quickly from the corner. Trey Jones rattles in the 3.
On there with Cam Reddish, he should have given him a change of speed, change of direction, and got to the front of the rim. That's his game.
Jones by himself, and they're going to call goaltending on.
What a nice screen by Kerry Blackshear to create that opening to get that shot off.
Hill had been just 6 of his last 42 over his last 7 games, coinciding with Justin Robinson not playing. So that one will help. Alex O'Connell lets it go, and O'Connell is... They've kept the Blue Devils out of the paint. They're hounding R.J. Barrett now. Barrett to O'Connell. Alex O'Connell for 3. Blue Devils have a chance to tie or take the lead with a triple.
I would like to see him drive that one. It's not the shot you want at this juncture of the game.
Barrett working with Bolden, puts it up top, and Bolden finishes an assist from Barrett.
Elijah Hughes to extend the Syracuse lead to 3.
Well, the scoring for Syracuse has come from Frank Howard and Elijah Hughes. Everybody else really struggling. And this guy for Duke, Barrett, is where most of the scoring is coming from. A terrific baseline. R.J. Barrett being the better long-term pro. That dude is a baller. And Tyus Battle starting to heat up. And the shots he's made the last few possessions are the shots you make when you're going to go for 30.
Barrett over the top into Laurier with a finish.
Offensive glass.
Barrett bringing it up this time. And again, it's Jones in the middle of the zone.
Just went under the ball game. And he's brought Joey Baker off red shirt. He's played in the first half. Alex O'Connell trying to switch things up. And then Trey Jones now in the middle of the zone. There he flashes in there again. One thing you haven't seen Duke do as much of is screening the zone.
Barrett gives it up cross court. O'Connell for 3.
A terrific job now with Udoka Azubuike and LeGerald Vick. Seemingly LeGerald Vick also gone for the season. Azubuike out with injury. They don't have any starters now from the team that went to the Final Four last year. O'Connell, well, he's feeling it.
Yep.
You let him
ball well at all, and for a while struggled for playing time, but he has really come on recently. He's had 3 or more threes, Jay, 7 times. 6 of them have come in conference games. O'Connell with his 5th three so he can put it back on. He does. He's got the ball, but misses the 3. And Bolden with yet another offensive rebound.
Boy, what an impact Marquise Bolden has had just chasing after the ball in the last couple of minutes. The extra possessions of just time going off the clock. Good pass.
Bolden the slam, the assist to Barrett.
Has been rebounding at a higher level of late. He's the best offensive rebounder on this Carolina team, almost 3 per game.
Barrett baseline, cross court, Reddish for 3.
Boy.
And what a block by Deloria.
Just a spectacular pass and then blocked to answer it.
Reddish, beautifully done.
Kobe White and Trey Jones was basically a standoff in the first half. Neither player played particularly well. Jones, I think, went 0 for 7. Kobe White 1 for 7.
Barrett kicking to Reddish in the corner. Just the 3rd
rebound.
Nasir Little, who hasn't really been a factor tonight, as he has it partially blocked by White. Little's got a bit of a sore ankle, took an elbow to the sternum in the Wake Forest game, playing sparingly tonight. Jones knocks down as
always on the ESPN app. That's a nice drop by Markel Johnson.
He's a key player in this game, Johnson. Handles the ball really well.
Williams in the trailer. Johnson can't hit the 3.
He is special, my friend. Special in every way, on and off the court.
Jones in the corner.
Do their research.
That 3 won't go. As Devin Daniels misses another open look for NC State, but unable to hit the 3. Williamson seals inside.
Can't let him get the ball that deep. Man, they are so special. They really are. What a tandem. They've lived up to every billing coming out of the Scholastic ranks. Too easy. You're down.
The environment is crazy and the atmosphere is crazy, but to see your guys, your brothers, coach, and all the staff, it's been awesome, and it's much needed. Everyone loves coming back here. That's why so many guys are back, so it's been great.
And you get to watch your younger brother, Trey, who I know you guys grew up playing against each other. He attributes a lot of what he was able to do to playing against you.
Recently, people understand with the graphics operators, the cameramen, the people behind the scenes, the stage managers, the play-by-play guys, all the people, producers, directors, that award is for them because they made it happen for me.
Lead. Although Duke, they have led by as many as 14. NC State has never led, but they've also never gone away. They turn it over here.
3-on-1. Yes, sir. And you can't get open looks. Right? Look at the size differential. Beverly playing Reddish. We're talking about a mismatch, size-wise.
Williamson lays it in off the line.
Just throw it. If they play their A game, nobody can beat them in college. Especially, I'm telling you, if they have their A game. Now, they're capable of slipping. We've seen it. Gonzaga, there's some teams out there who, if they play their A game and they play a little B+, he's having a field day. They cannot. That's a pretty good record. Oh, yeah, by the way, he has 3 gold medals. By the way, he's been part of 6, really, if you go not only Olympic team, other international competition. What an incredible achievement and record.
And about to win his 1,050th game on the bench at Duke.
I say he has earned a raise. Kevin White, fine AD here. What a combination they have.
So only 1 minute to go before we get you to the second between Tennessee.
Started with a paint punch by Louisville. They've been playing catch around the perimeter of their offense. And I'm sure that last time out, Chris Mack said, we've got to get downhill and attack those gaps. Very well done. Brooke, what did you notice from Chris Mack at Louisville practice yesterday?
Well, I think what I picked up and just what I've known from Chris Mack is incredible.
I'm going to set the rules with you early. I know you can score, but it's going to be hard for you to score sitting on the bench. And he's no longer a defensive liability. He's actually pretty solid on this end of the floor. Ray Jones has been pretty quiet on the offensive end. Got caught napping a bit on defense, which is not characteristic of one state. Man up, make a man cut, get yourself open, and own your spot on in those three areas. Wow, what a horse. And digits. McMahon cutting, fires it up. Williams fighting for the rebound, and Trey Jones has it. Duke with a three could tie. Reddish for the tie. Yes, sir!
An overtime win over Miami today. They're now 9-1. Tipped by Jones, stolen by Barrett.
A guy trying to drive that switch with Marquise Bolden and turned it over.
Good pass to Reddish. And he knocks down the three.
Boy, that
knocks down Clark. No call. Baseline jumper. Jones not there, but tipped out to Barrett. Reddish wide open. Threading.
Virginia just able to lift up that Duke defense to open up some room to the basket to be able to cut.
Williamson gives it up this time. The swing to Barrett. Corner three. Jones. Yes.
Oh, everybody is getting it.
Obviously, they struggle to shoot from three. Shire said it's because we're standing on offense. We're not moving around enough. We have to start moving, creating shots to the rim, and kicking it out.
Some hustle from Zion.
There are two teams over 40 a game. You think they're only getting in the 80s shot attempts because Oklahoma City leads the league in shot attempts at 93. So the three ball is going up with an awful lot of teams where I know what you're saying.
As Duke aggressive out near the three-point line defensively, and St. John's caught them napping.
Well, Heron did a great job cutting it out the basketball. Movement's going to be really important.
Jones with another triple for Duke.
Who said the 1-point win? Man, that is performing. That is producing.
Zion Williamson, his first bucket.
Can't allow him to get
the rebound.
If they're going to win St. John's here, Shamori Pons has to put points. You can't be a 20-point scorer and come here and get blanked and have your team leave with a W.
Does he have to hunt his shot a little bit more as Zion Williamson again goes to work in the post?
Tell you one thing, he's hunting that some good ability.
And here's that 4-minute stretch wrapping up in the final minute of that 4-minute stretch, and St. John's still only down by 6.
And also their star still has zilch, right? No points.
Zion Williamson with a reverse.
Another deep shot clock possession and another miss by DJ Harvey.
John Mooney claiming he got held by R.J. Barrett.
Williamson inside off the
Against the Blue Devils. Banks, Williamson get us started. Clarence Armstrong, Ted Valentine, Tony Henderson on the whistle. And Duke, who's beaten Georgia Tech 35 of the last 38 times, has the ball first.
We'll talk about this as the game goes on. A lot of zone for Georgia Tech. And
Duke will have the ball as we rejoin you from Cameron and Georgia Tech. And there's Williamson to break the drought.
missed inside. But needs stops more than anything.
14 for AD Gay.
And some of those easy runouts and drives that they were getting earlier in the half have gone away as well.
Reddish, or beg your pardon, Barrett from Reddish, and here's Jones a little hand.
2 years in Oklahoma. Did a nice job there.
At Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Working on the inbounds. There's Zion. They'll pull it out of there.
Yeah, I like what Pitt has done so far defensively. They forced this Duke team to be a primarily jump shooting team, and that's not their strength. 1 of 5 from 3 so far in this game, and they're 31% on the season. Duke's got to get that basketball either in the post or drive it to the basket.
Bonds, if they finish as a 31% three-point shooting team, it would be the worst ever for Duke. They can do this. They can shoot twos, and Marquise Bolden into the zoo at the other end. He'll hustle back down on defense, take his place in the zone. Go back to that SEC Big 12 challenge for just a second. If you award Coach of the Year,
based solely on who's done the most when the least was expected, Kermit Davis at Ole Miss would get some. High handoff from Marquise Bolden with the finish.
For that, and didn't get it. That's what helped leave Ty Jerome wide open, and he could measure that one.
Almost knocked away by Hunter. Williamson retains possession. These two teams will meet again in Charlottesville 3 weeks from tonight. White the drive and the finish, and scores up over the top of Delorier.
But he is one competitive player.
Lay in by Williamson.
With the emergence of Ashton Higgins, he has been absolutely terrific. What a pass! My goodness.
Dreadful start. Trying to get right back into it. Elijah Hughes.
Syracuse, when they are knocking shots up, they can make challenge shots, as shown by Elijah Hughes right there, who's the best three-point shooter on this Syracuse squad.
Not a lot to choose from. They have struggled from beyond the arc. Good passing and battle the free throw.
See, the left side is where Duke needs to attack. That's where Hughes and Carey are. They can get more things attacking from the left.
Williamson, in the opinion of many, is the best player ever to play at Syracuse.
I'm very glad Buddy Boeheim did not recreate the shorts that Jim was wearing. Public service.
And the shorter shorts are maybe battle. Nicely done. Strong drive, softly off the glass.
Well, I think that's what Syracuse has to continue to do. Put the ball on the deck and keep attacking the paint. Frank Howard turned it over the last time he put it on the deck.
Williamson.
Syracuse turned the ball over, just turning the corner.
R.J. Barrett way short with a deep three. It's run down by White.
Brissett got a piece of that. Good ball movement.
And O'Connell for three. That was an excruciating loss for Florida State, losing literally on the last second shot by Cam Reddish, who's under the weather, not playing tonight for Duke. Trey Jones out with a shoulder injury. Duke has not updated his situation.
What a pass.
By Barrett to Williamson. That's 28. A season high for Tyus Battle.
Well, he's been spectacular. Great inside-out move to get all the way to the rack with that left hand. That was brilliant. Wait, Syracuse, they have played terrific in this ball game after Trey Jones went out.
Frank Howard has emerged in the second half with 14 points.
They also got 6 rebounds. But Duke's only got 3 team fouls, so they can really go after Syracuse on the
minutes. Was outstanding, but injured his shoulder and has not returned. So Duke has played the entire game without one of its starters and most of it without another.
See, that's where Frank Howard should have gone, tried to go by Marquise Bolden.
O'Connell and
set last year, and I love what Coach K had to say before the game, asking if that was his favorite, and he said my favorite was R.J. Barrett's reaction after Zion threw it down.
Yeah, Brooke, and that's really interesting because it speaks to how tight-knit this group is. These guys want to see each other win, and that's really easy to have dissension amongst a team with so many stars. Duke doesn't battle that. It allows them to succeed. Pulling it off defensively, generating a turnover.
Delorier has been a nice spark into the starting lineup going back to their game against Yale, which was just the 6th start of his career. But he gives them a... Especially disappointing to have a turnover like that come from a 5th-year player.
Yeah, defensively, you did what you wanted. A contested 3 and an offense from Williamson.
Oh, he uses the pull-up.
Gotta get back. They're coming right at you. They're not waiting.
Childress inbounds. Musius finds front iron. A lob backside.
It's R.J. Barrett.
You think he can grow the beard?
I think he's better served without it.
I couldn't grow the beard as a freshman in college, and many years later, I still can't grow that kind of beard. Barrett up the drop-off.
It's another chance for a big statement.
That's right. A big NC statement.
There you go, America. Compromise. You see that? A debate that ends in a handshake.
It can be done.
It's possible.
Williamson off balance and
really doing a great job. A little balance on that baseline.
White from the corner.
I mean, long gone. Important for Clemson now to finish strong this half. Can't let Duke go to a double-digit lead.
White, another 3 ball. And he's
taking some bad shots now when you look at Clemson. Fourth shot right there, defense right up in your face. You got to take quality shots.
Barrett floats one to Bolden, and he's able to knocks it down.
Well, he's got scoring ability. I like Reed, I like Mitchell. You can't really get a true indication and say, well, they can't play when you watch a team get dominated by Duke. Because Duke's going to make a lot of quarters look like they can't play.
Marquise Reed, one of only 3 players in the ACC, averaging 20 points and 5 or more rebounds per game.
Could have been a little flop there. Oh, he almost had that.
Got the steal.
Reddish now with Zion. He's got to step up.
R.J. Barrett, wide open Reddish.
Yes! Princeton had been scoreless over its last 4 minutes and had gone 7 straight possessions without a bucket. Gets a much-needed 3 there to make it a 6-point game once again.
He's still in the zone, and now Duke finding
2 of his own to get up to 15.
See, now it's even. 15 shot attempts, 15 points. You like that better than having more field goal attempts than you have points.
I take it you're not a student of Bill James.
Who?
Speaks for itself. Used to be the outside of the building. The stone has just been added onto, but it fits with the overall motif of the building.
It does. Well, the stone now has pretty much become a museum for Duke basketball, and you see visitors in and out of here all the time. Every time I come here to do a game, during the day, you know, you see dozens of people out there just going through the Duke basketball museum right up front of the Cameron Indoor.
Bruner tied up by Delorier. Barrett gives to Jones. Teamed, actually triple teamed because of the baseline, able to get it out to Reynolds. Around it out. Zion Williamson, long pass ahead, finds Barrett. Back to number 1. And Zion tonight for his team.
For this team to have a chance, they've got to make at least 12 made threes in this game. 15 may keep it competitive.
And he said he wanted his team to pack it in and force Duke to take shots from the outside if possible. And if Duke is making their threes, what can you do? That is a high cut for John Carroll to start off the second half for Hartford.
Yeah, that time Marquise Bolden, number 20 in white, caught looking at the basketball. And when you catch a guy looking and his head's to you should cut to the basket. And that's exactly what the Hawks did there. This guy, number 2, Cam Reddish, has got to get it going. He's averaging 16 points on the year, 1 from 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, 2 points in that first half.
And J.R. Lynch off to the wing. A line drive 3. A little too short for Romain Boxes. Barrett sets up Reddish. There's a triple. Weatherington behind the back. Coast to coast. That's blocked from behind by the hustling Delorier. Here's the hit ahead to Williamson. Throws it down.
Level of defense much over the past few seasons, but this is the way that Coach K wants his teams to be able to defend.
Really impressive rejection from Marquise Bolden underneath the basket as Stetson's scoreless drought extends past 4 minutes. And he gets rewarded at the other end.
And of course, first half and turning those into 28 points on the other end of the floor. So Duke has been great doing the job defensively and turning those turnovers into points. And when you see what they're doing defensively, it only gives you really the sense that this team is going to get better as the season goes along.
Williamson with the easy 11 dunks. Zion makes it a dozen.
Grassroots summer tournaments they play in and camps. Well, it's rare that the better players don't see each other a lot. What a move.
Boy, Duke really driving the ball right now. They shot the three very well in their first game against San Diego State, but generally speaking, you'd have to think more dangerous as a driving team than a shooting team. Norvell draws the assignment of Barrett. Hachimura on Williamson. Over the top, too far for Bolden. Got it back, though.
Killian Tilly made 11 straight threes in the West Coast Conference tournament last year. That's remarkable. Good switch by Jeremy Jones.
Yeah, imagine Tilly and Clark out there with Hachimura in the front court. There's a big lead in this game. Was 2-0.
They can take the lead with a three. There's Williamson in the middle.
Tie game.
So hard to deal with.
On the floor. Brown again. In and out. Offensive rebound. And missing on the follow is Chuma Okeke.
Here's where Duke is really difficult to deal with. 4 different guys can rip and
gets it. One-on-one with Delorier and turns it over. Barrett. Williamson.
That's a team. That was a really good job by McDaniels of second effort.
And make it Narain and McDaniels on the defense. Shot clock at 1 as Jack for 18 years at San Diego State.
Brian Dutcher, his father, Jim Dutcher, was a longtime coach at the University of Minnesota. Very well-respected coach. And Brian worked for Lou Henson at Illinois, and then forever for Steve Fisher at both Michigan and then here at San Diego State. McDaniels has. He's going to keep getting better and better. I mean, he doesn't even weigh 200 pounds. So.
I'm trying to put some weight on him. They can't figure out how. Even I could give them some ideas. We put on some since we got here.
Wants to hang out with us.
Yeah. Jones for 3. Yes. Who coached here for San Diego State. They got to the championship game back in 2014 before losing to Arizona.
I love Maui. I love the banyan tree. There are 80 beaches in Maui, Dan. It is Dan, isn't it?
It is Dan. Barrett. Reddish. Got it. How about that?
Doesn't need much space, does he? Doesn't need much time. Shoulder knocked him back.
And now it's an up and down affair after the McDaniels miss. Numbers for Duke. Jones open for 3.
Who averages a team best almost 19 points a game.
Well, and that's, you throw that in there, Wes, and he only played 20 minutes against Goshen. Like, you know, Rob Murphy wanted to rest a lot of those guys. And that's a play you're going to be seeing.
It's turning it over too much for Rob Murphy's liking here early.
Yeah, and, you know, like I said, even if you wind the shot clock down and get a miss, that's a better possession than turning the ball over early.
And he talked to us about live ball turnovers especially. Whoa!
You know, the thing that the Eastern Michigan has to get over right is the subliminal effect of this arena, especially with the students here. Has a win this year against West Virginia.
Baseline. White does some dirty work there. Here's Barrett if they hurry. It's 4-on-2. Delorier and 1. Thompson missing there, and here the Blue Devils right back at it. Barrett. Lob, no look to Delorier. Goodness. Jackson. And picked up by Barrett.
Nobody can talk about surgically removing a player.
Josh Caldwell, the freshman out of Heath Woodhall High School in South Carolina, lost the basketball, and here come the Blue Devils. Barrett lays it up. Williamson throws it down. It's King. Off the penetration, a good look by Blackwell. Can't get the roll. Trey Jones.
Disruptive defensively.
There will be some fascinating matchups to track as we look at how each coach lines up his defense against the other team. Right now, P.J. Washington draws the assignment of Zion Williamson. Keldon Johnson's on R.J. Barrett.
The two most important matchups of this ball. Handed finish.
There you can see we're 12 points in, and they have all been scored by freshmen. 7 of the 10 players in the game right now are in their first year of college basketball. Zion Williamson for
flow offensively for Kentucky.
Reese and the guys getting ready for the halftime report. 47 seconds from now. Barrett driving, lobbing, and the finish for.
In the middle of the zone, you can move Zion Williamson in there, who can really pass it and make plays. Whoa, what a 10 minutes, and there's nothing wrong with saying role player, complimentary player. These guys have to complement the superstar talent that they have out on the floor, and there's a lot of star talent. There's that middle play, that playmaking ability by. So you're going to see Duke now burn clock and then attack the last 16 seconds or so of the shot clock. They're not taking the air out of it. They just don't want to be in a hurry.